I want you to do is make sure you enjoy the gameplay, and let's get into this video. 1 to 3.
Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're already getting the feel for this new NBA season. Taking it all in with me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Bulls in Chicago. And guys, for the Bulls, this is their first time facing off this season. Last split the season series, some major storylines already brewing. What are you seeing?
Well, the rosters aren't coming together yet. And it's still early. Still tough to figure it out. But then there's a lot of teams that's just off the radar right now, but they've been impressive. So I think that it's too early to tell. Too early to tell.
You're going to give me an answer.
I can't give you these ELNs. These Ernie-like numbers. Yeah. It's too early.
Well, I see emerging young guns. Too early to tell.
Sorry I asked. Time to tip it off. Here's Kevin Harlan.
That's too early.
We're in the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Now for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won their last contest, that game against the Timberwolves.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, on the road, you need as many contributors as you can find. The reserves definitely help fuel the win that time.
And now, before we get to the tip-off, let's find out what Billy Donovan had to share with our David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, he told me that today is all about setting the tone for the rest of the season series with this team. He said they're going to be a tough opponent for us every time we see them. We've got to let them know right now, today, that we're going to be just as tough for them. Find out, indeed, if they can set the right tone, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And in the early part of the season, a lot of players, Chris, are just trying to get into the rhythm of this season. When did you feel like the NBA season truly was in full swing for you?
For me, it had to be in full swing. Tried to have an advantage over other players. While guys were trying to get a rhythm, I made sure that I used the preseason for that because I wanted to come into the beginning of the season gangbusters, knowing you're going to have your ups and downs during the season, but this is not something where you can just warm your way up into the season. You better come out ready to go, or you're going to be looking, trying to find your rhythm already.
That's a good message all players should hear. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder. And small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair, and it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Grant, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. Mirotic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. George against Wade. Here's Robertson. And again, Grant kicks to Mirotic. And it's Lopez. It's stolen by Wade. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Love Wade's speed. Even though he's getting older, he's still a tenacious penetrator who is exceptional. That earned his call
As a temp, so those are really quality numbers.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you watch Wade and know he isn't the same player he was back when he averaged 30 a game. But in short bursts, he can still give you a glimpse of that old flash. He knows when and how to dial it up when the game is on the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Chris, as you said, Wade can still take over a game for a short period of time.
There are many players that are scarier with the ball in their hands, with the game on the line than Wade. He just has a knack for coming up big when his team needs him.
Now here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Here's Roberson. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Come on, defense. Defense.
Mirotic has a wide open look. It's good from long range. Mirotic has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Chicago. Wade against George. And Robertson has it in the corner. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Don't pass it to Roberson. Pass it to somebody else when you get the ball back. We need somebody that can shoot.
At the top of the key, Mirotic. Just 5 to shoot.
There you go, rebound.
That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Somebody that can shoot. Pass it to somebody that can shoot.
And a miss there on the triple.
Bro.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Pass to Mirotic for the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Patterson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Chris, you played during an era against a team that many consider the greatest of all time. That when you were going up against that Bulls team.
So tough to play against that team. Jordan, arguably the best player that's ever, laced them up. And Pippen was so tough offensively and rebounding. Rodman as well on the boards. And then you had guys in a system that was, just really too much. It's hard to say. Of course, in my opinion, having played against them, they're the best team of all time. But Bill Russell once told me, ghosts can't play, so don't get caught up in comparing eras that you really can't prove it. So, yeah, of course they're the best of all time to me, but it's fun watching these young kids play.
And now you're on the other side of that. You're asking the questions. What was your view of the media then, and has that changed at all?
My view of the media then was watch what you say, because they would take the smallest soundbite and turn it into the title of the article, and if you don't read the article, you will not see that it had anything to do with what was written. So,
Defense.
Be cautious, and of course,
Defense.
But you can always get gotten. I still feel the same way. That you just need to be honest, respect the process, but make sure that you understand that the interviewer is doing their job. It would be a great notch in their belt to use one of your quotes as a gotcha moment. And so I just think you just have to be careful to make sure that you're prepared for that. But no, it hasn't changed. And hopefully,
Defense. Defense.
Honestly, to it and have some fun, because at the end of the day, I'm a fan of all these guys. I know how hard they had to work to get to this moment. I know the ups and the downs of it. I've experienced the highs and the lows, and so I'm really just kind of going in. No, my opinion of the media has changed. There's a lot of good people, but you got to disrespect the process.
But I like what you said, Chris. You've always been honest, and that's kind of been your label. You've been very honest with your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier just to do that, especially when I'm passionate about something. I definitely try to
make stuff up.
Yeah, just make some stuff up. Yeah.
Here's Wade.
Block it.
Making his last shot. Chris, for years it seems that we've been waiting on that one season where Wade falls off and isn't an all-star level player anymore. Every comes in.
Opinion, one of the greatest two-guard scorers ever to play. He's changed his method of scoring. We all have to as you get older, but he still gets buckets.
And the first one drops.
I mean, I don't think most fans can understand the experience and leadership that Wade gives to his team and how huge it is. He's a fantastic player who commands respect.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Lopez. Bobby Portis comes in for Mirotic. Justin Holiday's checked in for Valentine. And Zach LaVine.
Good job, y'all. Good job. Great effort.
Both free throws good from Wade.
When the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg, they wanted him to be
assist by Grant.
Oh, the feet.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And Holiday kicks to Wayne. On the wing, Levine. Terrific design on the big foot. He lays it in. And with Hoiberg, he came in wanting to play a more perimeter shooting and up-tempo type of basketball.
Is getting players who can't really hurt you from deep, but Hoiberg's responsibility is to make the most of the talent on the roster. It hasn't been an easy path for him. This team's talent.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. Part of
Holiday sets the pick for Levine. Lets it go from the wing, and the jumper is on the mark. 6 points for Dwayne Wade.
You got to crowd Wade in the mid-range. I mean, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We get a replay.
When he hit that shot.
just never know what's going to happen.
I need to see that again.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Oklahoma City in this one.
I mean, what's interesting for me, first quarter, they're already getting points from their reserves.
Well, that's what helps fuel this lead. It cuts a little bit.
So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Look how strong Wade is on the block. A polished interior scorer who gets physical finishes out there.
For Chicago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
He misses the free throw. Well, Chris, we often ask you who the best power forwards are right now. Let's switch it up. Who do you feel is the best true center in the league right now?
Well, I think you have to look at DeAndre Jordan and defensively what he does, and then maybe go down to Detroit and look at Drummond or Mark Gasol and how he can step back now, shoot the three, and post you up. But to me, it's a no-brainer. If we're talking centers, and maybe he's even a power forward, then I got to go with DeMarcus Cousins. So he's a 7-footer that can score outside, inside, knock down free throws with consistency, three-pointers with consistency, post you up like an old-school player, and then hit you with some new-school moves.
And Embiid is intriguing as well, I think.
You have to love Embiid. He's a new-school type player, too, that is so agile, so versatile, great for the game, and it grows the game. How can you not love this young kid? And hopefully he can stay healthy enough to show us all the great things that he has.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. After Dwayne Wade's miss, Cantor gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Cantor's got his second bucket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Bean passes to Portis. There's a good screen. Wade dishes to Levine. Shoots over McDermott. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Artful use of the screen there. Gains the separation he needs for a good look.
Felton picks to Abrines. He feeds it to Cantor. Shoots over Markkanen. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Dishes it to Holiday.
Defense. Defense. Defense.
11 points for him.
Defense.
That one a little long. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's Grant. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Levine. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 19 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And he can't get the first one. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. DJ is checked in for Alex Abrines. He hits the second from the line. number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Out to the wing. And here is Valentine. And 13. Here's offline with his 3. The Thunder leading by 5. And it's Harris off the drive. And he makes that one.
DJ isn't afraid to get physical with the defense. See how he just muscles through the contact and gets it done.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Following the three-point basket by Chicago. Screen by Grant. There's a good screen. Felton the pass to Harris. Grant outside. Tries a 3. Offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. 8 points for Enes Kanter.
He played very solid first quarter. Now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Portis kicks to Holiday. Passes to Valentine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
Clearly a foul.
And certainly while the injury for Zach LaVine and his ACL was devastating, Greg, it's good to see him back on the court, and he seems to be on track to making a full recovery.
And Kevin, still amazing to me to see just how far the medical community has come in terms of treating ACL injuries. LaVine is such an athletic monster. To lose even a little burst would have been huge. Fortunately, though, with modern medicine, it's going to allow this guy to make the most of his potential still.
And Chris, you were the #1 overall draft pick back in 1993. We've seen a lot of greats taken with that pick, but it also seems that those #1 picks who aren't as successful face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism. There's a lot on your plate to handle. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for some players being #1 pick. But I've always laughed and I've thought about, players that maybe people say maybe they were a bust, maybe this player wasn't good. Well, I think you should go back and look at the GM that picked him. I mean, the GM is the guy that assesses talent, So when there were a few players that were picked #1, and many players said, "What are you doing? We played against them. We would never pick him #1." So before that, I think the NBA is about opportunity and situation. Look at a guy like Chauncey Billups. He went to Boston. He didn't do well at Boston. They called him malcontent, said he couldn't play, and then he ended up being one of the best leaders that the game had. And so this game is all about situation and opportunity. Can you find the right fit? That's why if you're a player, you can't let frustration get to you. You have to continue to work hard, continue to improve your game, because when you play, you're auditioning for the other teams in the league as well. They're saying, wait a minute, we see his unique talent, skills, and we see his unique skill set, and we could use him. And so many times you just have to wait for the right position, the right situation.
Now Lopez, following the three-point attempt by DJ. Here's Mirotic from outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Westbrook with it. Now defended by Grant. Outside Westbrook. Puts up a 3. That one misses. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Now, here's DJ. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. George against LaVine. Here's Adams, and stolen by Valentine. Kicks to Mirotic. Finished off the break. Mirotic has got 8.
Mirotic is so smart at running the floor, whether he's driving all the way or spotting up, he's a threat to score.
There's 48 seconds left now here on the second. On the wing, Harris. Grant against Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Here's Grant. He had 10 points in the win against Atlanta. Here's Lopez, and it's DJ with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Outside Westbrook. Drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, awesome watching Westbrook drain the three ball there. He just needs to focus on being a little more efficient from downtown.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We see how the defense is adjusting.
And we're through the first half of basketball here on what's been a good one. Thunder lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Dwayne, is defense where you're going to win this game?
Well, it is. You know, we got to get more stops. And when we get an opportunity to get on transition, we got to look up and we got to get the ball up. I think right now we're getting rebounds and we're taking a break. We got to go, man. We got a very deep team we got to use. And so second half, we're going to look to run a little more.
Yeah, walking it up isn't going to get it done against this team. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Mirotic really making a difference here.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half. Shot way above his average.
Oh, it's like found money. Completely unexpected, but it feels great when it happens.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Inside, it's Patterson and Adams. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair, and it's George in at the small forward position. Now, here's Grant. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Westbrook. Drills the baseline jumper. Westbrook's got the first points of the second half here for Oklahoma City.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Mirotic dishes to Grant. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Now here's Valentine. And the three off target. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. George passes to Westbrook. Shoots over Grant. Misses off the left iron. Bulls trail by 6. And Mirotic, a player who hasn't made quite the jump in development that Chris, I think, his team was hoping for.
Yeah, Mirotic fans might have their expectations dampened a bit. He's still a good player. He's having one of the best pump fakes in the game because his shot is so good, but no idea how defenders keep calling for his pump fake. I mean, he uses it all the time.
The Bulls have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. Some changes for Chicago. Portis comes in for Mirotic, and Justin Holiday subbed in for Valentine. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Cantor's checked in.
On the lane. One shot.
That free throw good from Lopez. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and Greg get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brooke can make threes, it can't be that hard.
I like the burst to the bucket right there, but the finish has got to be better.
Robertson gets the bucket.
You know what, didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Wade kicks to Lopez. Over Adams, and Adams sends it back.
Man, I hate this. Getting off to a rocky start in the beginning to this half, only shooting 20% from the field.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. This team really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
The Bulls making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Alex Abrinas comes in for George. It's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. And Greg with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
And you hit it right on the head. And as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
Here's Abrinas after the Bulls pick up 2. Cantor with the screen on Wade. Here's Roberson. So against the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Making a change here. McDermott's checked in. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Wade kicks to Grant. Markkanen sets the pick for Grant. Back to Wade. The pass to Portis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And now it's just a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. Outside, Felton. He kicks it to Cantor. Cantor throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the tip.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising Kansas sees so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
It's good. Markkanen's got his first bucket of the night.
And how about that stroke from mid-range by Markkanen with a 7-footer with a deadly jumper? That's like a defense's worst nightmare.
Lets it go from deep. Roberson can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Wade up top. He's got 9. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's a shot that will drive his teammates crazy. There's just no reason to take it. He should have kicked it back out and reset the offense.
Roberson gets the bucket.
Look at this. I like this team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
And here are the Bulls now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Wade kicks to Holiday. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
Felton kicks to Roberson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
As off the mark as he's been, they're a little lucky.
Outside Holiday. Shoots off the screen. That misses off the backboard.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Wade. Valentine comes in for Justin Holiday. And Levine subbed in for Jaren Grant. Left in the third quarter of the game. Levine kicks to Valentine. Back to Levine. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I don't care who it is. Can't leave him wide open from that range.
And Mirotic sends it back. Levine against Harris. Levine kicks to Mirotic. Oh, good on the
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Now, here's Grant. And stolen by Mirotic. To the wing right side. Mirotic the screen. They set the pick. Now, Valentine. From deep three-point range. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back right after this. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We got a chance to get a great road win right now. We got to battle and fight and get down and dirty right now, right? So energy's got to be better.
Words moments ago from Billy Donovan, feeling they have a good chance to take one here on the road, asking for more hustle.
Yeah, it's enough that you're going up against a team on their turf in front of such a hostile crowd. You have to give maximum effort.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Valentine out there with Levine. And it's Mirotic in its small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now Levine following the three-point attempt by Nikola Mirotic. And Levine, here we go, to the middle, Lopez. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backcourt.
The lead pushed to double digits. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
He is a dangerous outside shooter. If you leave him open, he can bury them consistently.
Lopez outside. Lopez a screen. Mirotic a screen on George. 6 on the shot clock. Patterson against Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
The dish to Westbrook. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 9 points here in the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Valentine kicks to Markkanen. To the middle. To end the run. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. 13 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Look at Mirotic's touch inside. Mirotic understands how to score deep in the paint.
Left side, Westbrook. Inside, here's Patterson, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Patterson's got the lead up to 13 now for Oklahoma City. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Mirotic the screen. Off the screen, and he sinks the layup.
Mirotic is known as a pure scorer. When he gets to his spots, he's incredibly efficient.
Abrines the pass to Westbrook. Shoots over Mirotic. Rebound by the Bulls. Mirotic just got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The feed to Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Lopez kicks to Mirotic. He dishes it to Levine. Pass to Valentine. Markkanen sets the pick for Valentine. Shoots over Grant. The shot by Valentine, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Westbrook, no good. Bulls trail by 11. Valentine with it. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Markkanen in the corner. Over Westbrook. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Valentine. Valentine's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Mirotic. The shot's good from Westbrook.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant. The
offensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And then as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Valentine kicks to Levine. Oh, good with the triple.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
No good from Grant. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Right wing. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Valentine with it. Now defended by Grant. Off the pin. A shot by Valentine. No good. The Thunder leading by 11. Here's Abrinas. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Thunder.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Russell Westbrook.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him. And then just like that, he'd go off on another tear.
Here's Valentine. Paul George making his last shot. Valentine kicks to Mirotic. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
You see Lopez get his body up right there? Well, that's because he takes pride in setting good hard screens to free up his guy.
Outside Westbrook. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like or a comment. And yeah, man, I'll catch you in the next video.